As you no doubt heard, my XO has appendicitis. Your name was at the top of the list.
Well, that's good to know, sir.
It was a short list.
There's trouble in Russia. So they called us. And we're going over there and bringing the most lethal killing machine ever devised.
The last time we hit this state of emergency was 32 and a half years ago during the Cuban Missile Crisis. So this is what it's all about, gentlemen. It's what we trained for.
Submerge the ship.
Diving officer, submerge the ship, make it depth 150 feet.
On the 1MC, dive.
This year,
we have a properly formatted emergency action message from National Command Authority.
what we've always known
Bravo, Echo, Charlie, Alpha.
becomes what we've always feared.
Gentlemen, this is the captain. Russian rebels have threatened to launch against our country and are fueling right now. This is not a drill.
Now,
Sir, we have a possibly submerged submarine.
You find out who that is.
Receiving emergency action message. Recommend alert 1.
the battle for survival begins.
That's a message fragment.
Sir, we don't know what this message means. Our target package could have changed.
I've made a decision.
There's no place for fear.
He's lost his nerve.
I'd rather go out myself and get this one wrong.
There's no room for mistakes.
If we launch and we're wrong, what's left of Russia is going to launch at us.
I'm captain of this boat. I don't have to think this over.
There's no time for doubt.
The missile system's ready to launch in 6 minutes.
You repeat this order or I'll find somebody who will.
Hell no, you won't, sir.
And nothing can stop the tide.
Sonar torpedoes in the water.
Right forward.
1,000 yards at closing dive. Make your depth 1,200 feet.
We cannot launch our missiles unless both you and I agree.
They're fueling their missiles.
He's right on top of us.
Please, Commando. Under arrest on the charge of mutiny. Look, you ready?
Lock Captain Ramsey in his stateroom.
Fire one.
Now!
Give me the missile key, Mr. Hunter.
Sir, we are going down.
I'm the commander of this ship.
Crimson Tide.
God help you if you're wrong.
If I'm wrong, then we're at war. God help us all.
How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And I just wanted to pop up on here, I guess. I almost stuttered. And, you know, I'm a big film buff as well as a collector of comic books and movie cards and trading cards and all that shit. And I really wanted to talk about one of my favorite movies of all time. I saw this first as a kid in the theater at 12 years old, and it blew my little creative ass mind away. And that is The Hunt for Red October. Crimson Tide. You think it's The Hunt for Red October, but The Hunt for Red October doesn't hold a candle to Crimson Tide. Crimson Tide is one of the best movies made in the past 40, maybe even 50 years. And it's not just when it comes to the tension and creating drama. This fucking film fires on all cylinders, and I want to talk about it, so let's get into it. Alright, let's talk about Crimson Tide. Yes, it's a submarine movie, and no, I don't mean Das Boot or The Hunt for Red October. I'm talking about Crimson Tide, the 1995 Tony Scott masterpiece, where Gene Hackman and Denzel Washington basically yell at each other in a steel tube for about 2 hours. And it's fucking glorious. And I'm not even exaggerating. This movie is textbook filmmaking, drama, tension, the acting, the music. It's all firing on 100%, and it's full throttle. You want to know how to make an audience feel the actual pressure in their chest? Show them Crimson Tide. This movie doesn't just tell you a story. It throws you in the deep end and dares you to take a breath. Let's talk about the acting and the drama. Let's start with the obvious. Gene Hackman versus Denzel Washington. Do I even need to sell you any more on this film? Gene Hackman plays Captain Ramsey, a grizzled old commander who believes in the chain of command, no questions asked. Denzel is an executive officer, plays, I think, Commander Hunter, or maybe Lieutenant Commander Hunter, I'm not really sure, who represents logic, morality, and maybe a little bit of common sense in a situation where the world is literally on the edge of nuclear annihilation.
Nuclear war.
Nuclear holocaust.
Oh, well, okay, I'm sorry, Holocaust. My bad. But anyway, what follows is not just a power struggle. It's a power struggle on steroids. These two titans of acting going blow to blow in a confined space, and it's electric. You can basically see sparks coming off their performances. Every glare, every pause, every single delivery is packed with meaning. This isn't just acting. This is two gladiator combating each other, but with dialogue. Alright, we're going to have to just get it out of the way. Let's talk about Hans Zimmer. I know, fuck, but a lot of people don't like him. A lot of people love him. I'm sorry, I do. He's done a lot of epic fucking movie scores, and this is like probably one of his best. And you know, it gives the movie one of the most iconic themes in the past 40 years, if you ask me. I can't get that out on script because I can't give you the passion that I want. But okay, I'll go back to reading. This belongs up there with Star Wars, Jaws, Superman, you name it. It's bold, it's operatic, and it fucking sets the tone. The score grabs you by the throat and screams, "This is important." Zimmer basically said, "Yeah, it's a submarine movie, but what if it sounded like The Second Coming?" And it works. The music isn't just background noise. It's part of the tension. It's part of the story, and it's part of the emotion. When that bombastic fucking chorus and stuff kicks in and it hits that fucking high note, you're no longer watching a military standoff anymore. You're watching the fate of humanity literally hanging by a thread, and it feels huge. It feels epic, and the scope is just amazing, and that soundtrack just fucking nails it. Cinematography and the direction is on point as well. So let's talk about Tony Stark's. Jesus Christ. You guys try to say Tony Scott really fast and not think of his brother or Tony Stark. It's hard. But the man didn't just film a submarine thriller. He filmed a symphony of paranoia. The cinematography is top tier. Dutch angles all over the place. Aggressive and oppositive lighting, which sweetens up, just adds to the drama. There's sweat dripping down the faces of the actors, extreme close-ups. It's all together to trap you in this claustrophobic hell of a nuclear submarine. You feel the walls closing in. You feel the heat. You feel the pressure. You feel the silence before the storm. Scott has a way of turning something as boring as guys in uniforms reading orders into something that looks like and feels like Shakespeare set inside a pressure cooker. Now you're talking. And this was before CGI. So all the set is real. Everything you see is real. You don't get movies like this anymore. Everything is too clean now. Too digital. Crimson Tide was messy, dangerous. It felt alive. What's the genius about Crimson Tide? It's that it actually has a plot. And it's very, very diabolically simple. Do we launch the nukes or not? That's it. That's the whole movie. But the way it unfolds, the morality, the dilemmas, the tension, and the characters breaking under pressure, that's where the magic is. It's not just about whether the button gets pushed. It's about ideology versus morality, blind obsession versus questioning authority, old guard versus new guard. And it plays out in real time with the highest possible stakes. Like you thought your office job was stressful? Try being the second in command on a nuclear submarine with a trigger-happy captain who has incomplete orders whether or not he should unload his nuclear arsenal and just start a nuclear
Holocaust.
Yes, that's right. A holocaust, a nuclear holocaust. Look, they don't make movies like Crimson Tide anymore. Period. This is lightning in a bottle. A perfect storm of story, acting, music, and craft. Every single part of this movie is dialed in. The performances, the cinematography, the script, the score. I keep repeating myself, but I can't tell you any more than that because that is exactly what's going on. It's epic. It's emotional. It's pure tension. And here's the kicker. It still fucking holds up. 30 years later, it hasn't aged a fucking day. If anything, it feels even more relevant with the drama and the morale weight the clash of personalities it's just timeless storytelling, and it reigns true today if you just think about it for more than 5 minutes. Crimson Tide isn't just a submarine movie. It's a masterclass in cinematic drama. It shows you exactly how to make the audience feel something. And that's why, to me, it's one of the greatest films made in the half century. Period. End of story. Roll credits. Hans Zimmer, hit us with that fucking score. I'm just kidding, guys. But anyway, here's some really quick bonus features. Quentin Tarantino and a handful of other people came on board to polish up the script. You'll see a lot of pop culture references and some really witty, sharp dialogue, especially that Kirby Silver Surfer and the Mobius Silver Surfer debate that Denzel Washington has in the movie. That's Tarantino. It's really cool to know that he had that involved. That he was involved in that film. It just it hits all the cylinders, guys. If you go back to all your favorite movies, yeah, you love the music, you love the characters, you love the plot, you love the story, and this is one of those. If this is your kind of movie, hits all of those fucking chords, and it doesn't get enough fucking love. It doesn't get enough love. It doesn't get enough appreciation. These guys are literally acting their motherfucking asses off. I quote this movie fucking 1,000 times a day. I'm so excited. Yes, I left my errors in when reading the script. I don't really care. I'm genuine. I'm just getting this all done in one fucking take. Watch Crimson Tide. It fucking holds up. Gene Hackman, Denzel Washington, a slew of other people that you know. Viggo Mortensen's in it. People that weren't really famous then, but are kind of famous now are in it. It's fucking great. Watch it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the new subscribers, and for you repeat people. Thank you so much for coming back, leaving comments, and even watching anything that I do. It's amazing that I even have 26 of you. When I hit 50 subs, I do have a giveaway of some of my collectibles over the years that I want to do as a thank you. We're almost halfway there. Looking to try to get to 50 subs. If you made it this far, which you guys don't, according to my analytics, you probably only watched 2 minutes of this thing. But thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.